Meet the three friends who, through the NUS-ISS Graduate Diploma in Systems Analysis program, gained more than technical skills. They found lasting friendships, career success, and a platform for continuous learning. Discover how the industry-relevant curriculum, hands-on projects, and internships shape their careers and connections for life.
I was a life science graduate, so I guess got that interest in automation after I was in a position as an executive in NUS. Quite frankly, I was just finding something in life, a purpose, and that I think programming was that something. That's why I made the leap.
I used to be a lecturer. Before that, I was with Air Force, repairing planes. Yeah, so I decided to make the switch because of passion. Yeah, I like tech, so I moved into tech.
I did EEE in NTU. Then after that, I went to start a full-time job in the SMRT. So actually back then, I was working as a chief controller during the COVID days where the company have to go through digitalization process. So I was involved in Kaizen projects. And one of it was to self-learn Microsoft Power BI and do dashboards. So that sparks my interest, and the rest is history. We joined this program to have a common goal in mind, which is to successfully career switch. The academic is very challenging. I'll say imagine it's a diploma program that is squeezed into 1 year. So yes, it is very uphill, the learning curve. Some of the things that we do share as friends is things even like share our own notes for exams and even our own summaries. I think this is what I have encountered with Tony and Jeremy.
Yeah, I think for all of us, we are in this program to go and move on to find a job. Jia Long, our friendship, he went to find out where are the career fairs, then we can go and attend. So all these finding job is a challenge lah. So I would say that this is how the friendship overcame this challenge lah. Because eventually I managed to find a job also through career fair.
What they mentioned is very true, because we all know the course isn't easy, the easiest.
Yep.
Given that we learn so many languages within even 1 year, in which I think most undergraduate do in 4 years. So of course, that being so, it being difficult is the reason why our friendship was forged. I think partially because of all the hardship that we go through. For example, Prof. Yan Kwan or even Prof. Chewa, all the assignments that they give. I think given that time that they provide us with is insufficient during lesson time. So sometimes we even stay back in school beyond school hours, even
most
long.
of the
Most of the time, right?
Weekends
Even beyond
also.
when the school closes, I think at 9 p.m. right, they kick us out. Then you have to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I think that's why our friendship grew.
So initially, when we were finding job, I think most graduates, like for us, we are most afraid of getting lowballed. The pay very low. So naturally, we will try and compare around, and then see what is the kind of range. Yeah.
Tony was among our batch, the one that was the most eager to look source for job opportunity. I think back then our graduate program was during that time that you see a lot of news, right? That there's a lot of tech retrenchment and all those opportunities. So he was quite worried, given that we know, right? It's a diploma instead of a degree. So how can we fight with those CS graduates, right? So he was very concerned about this. So of course, naturally, his concern brought to us, because then we became concerned. Because at the start, no more of us just more concerned of passing the course, right? So I think that sort of rubbed into us that sense of urgency, and that maybe we need to go beyond our curriculum, go and learn some skills that maybe the school never touched upon. That is also quite relevant for us to get a job.
Yeah, I was worried they cannot find job.
And even after the academic days where we've been through our lectures and exams, we started our professional life, our internship and our full-time jobs. I think this is where our friendship doesn't end, because we started off with that common goal in mind, which is to career switch to the tech industry. Beyond classmates and even friends, I think we could also possibly meet outside even as working professionals, or I won't be surprised if we might even come back for our MTechs together.
I would recommend someone to go for the NUS-ISS GDipSA program because if you go and compare with the courses outside, I think this course is very packed. Of course, packed to some people it might not be a good thing. To me, I feel that you faster get it over done with. You put in a lot of effort in that short amount of time, that burst of time. It is worth it. That you just compare the cost. I think NUS-ISS gives a good value for money.
Well, I would recommend the NUS-ISS graduate program, partially because, as I think earlier mentioned, I think a lot of companies actually recognize this diploma certificate. I think that's very important, especially I think that's most of us questions, right? Will our certificate be recognized, and how would our certificate compare to, let's say, a CS graduate? Is our pay scale, pay range comparable or not? I think for all three of us, it's comparable.
So I choose GDipSA because the program is designed for non-tech intakes. Even the course syllabus are also regularly updating and change according to the industry's standards and practices. Even what I studied and graduated 1 year ago is also different already. Syllabus have changed. The main thing is the program encompasses not only just academic lecture contents, but also our AD project, our application development projects, and more importantly is the internship. So the internship is actually following the industry practices. That's where I did my internship from NUS-ISS Career Services. They recommended, and I also successfully converted to full-time.